Hello everyone, and I welcome you all to another video of our web development series. And in the previous video, we learned about what everything we are going to look in this video exactly. Okay, I mean in this series exactly. And what else did we talk about? We talked about what are the different languages and frameworks we would be covering in this, and we also talked about a little bit of HTML and what is HTML, what does it stand for, and we did the entire anatomy of the HTML. All right. So in the end, we talked about the tags. All right. I told you that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So markup language we talked about, and how markup language, I mean how markup is exactly implied here through tags. Okay, cool. So in this video, we are going to look at how basically tag works. Okay. So for that, go to a Chrome browser and open codepen.io again. Just write codepen.io and just go to it. Okay, cool. And you don't need to sign up or log in or anything. You just click on start coding. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, this is my default layout. You can just change your layouts from here like this or like this. Okay, but I prefer to use this one. Cool. So, what is this? Okay, let me tell you. So these are the code brackets. Here you write a HTML code, your CSS code, your JavaScript code, and the same thing has shown here, okay, in this white web page. Okay, cool. So since we are going to work for HTML only, we'll just double click on it and close the CSS and JavaScript for the time being. So now what we are going to do here is let's do okay. Let's go to the this thing. Okay, okay. This is the one of the web pages which I found. Okay, I mean I'll share the link with you in the description. You might check it from there. It is just Adventure of Sherlock Holmes. I guess you might have read it. I mean I read it when I was a child. Okay, so it was like one of my favorite books. Okay, so Gutenberg is basically a online library. So we just went for my favorite book, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and yeah, it is the HTML version of it. Okay. So if you look at this part, okay, so okay, I mean you are looking at this part, right? So my question is, how will you know, uh, replicate this thing in your web browser? Okay, I mean suppose I just copied this code and I mean pasted it here. Okay, I mean see it is a whole single line, right? Even I have put the enters here, it doesn't matter. The this thing is still in one single go. Okay, okay. We'll do this step by step. Okay. First of all, you can see that the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. This is greater than this. I mean, this is the you can say heading, or this is the title exactly. Okay. So how would you increase this thing? Okay. For that, what you'll do, you will I'll just write it first and then I'll tell you. Okay. So this thing H1. What is this? H1 is I mean okay. Let's go down. This these are Anglo brackets. Okay. These tell that anything inside of them has to be treated as a tag, and whatever we write inside tells us how like what are the modifications we'll do. Okay. Cool. Now, I mean, once we open the tag, we have to close the tag as well. Okay, otherwise it will think that the whole content from here till wherever we have has to be undertaken under H1, but that is not the case. We only want the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes to be in, a little bold. So we'll just write H1 here. I mean, you have to close it like this. Okay, cool. See, I mean, you can see it, right? Okay. Cool. Now what? Okay, I'll just do one thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty much it. Yes. Yeah. But what about if I want to buy another line and Arthur Conan Doyle another line? How would I do that? Can you think of it? I mean, if it would have been a word or doc, I would just have simply clicked enter, but it's not changing here. Okay, so for that we have a tag called break, BR. Okay, okay, you can see there is a gap between buy and Arthur Conan Doyle now. That's because of BR. Okay, now you might be wondering what is H1, what is BR, everything. Okay, so the very first thing to become a great coder is help yourself. Okay, now to help yourself, you must be very good at Googling. Okay, so just type headings in HTML and go to the first link. The first link which I opened was W3 Schools. Okay, so you can see HTML heading are titles or subtitles that you want to display on a web page. Okay, example are heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so HTML tags are defined from H1 to H6. Okay, H1 defines the most important heading or the biggest heading, and H6 defines the least important heading or the smallest heading. Okay, and after H6 it doesn't matter, you can write H7, H8, it won't affect our code. So this is our code. Cool. Now it is browse automatically, add some white spaces before and after heading. So that is what happened. Okay, headings are important. Okay, you can read the rest of this stuff later. And we can check BR tag in HTML again, and you can go to W3 Schools again, and you can see inserts single line breaks in a text, which we did here. Okay, now to make it a little more better, let's write H2 here. Okay, I mean it is a subtitle. This is important, but it is a subtitle. Cool, it looks cool. I mean, I can write what I can write here, H3, and I'll close H3. Okay, okay, and one more important thing, which is there. I mean, look at this. It's looking a little bit good, better than before. Okay. Now one more thing is you can see that BR is we have not closed BR. Why? Okay. So basically there are two types of tag. One which are closing tag, which requires a closing tag as well, and one are open tags. They don't require a closing tag like BR. Okay. We'll talk more about what are closing tags, what are the open tags later. Okay. So now I guess that was like pretty much it for this video. I mean, you have to you know um, retain these things. Okay, just go to the web, check for first thing tags. What are tags? Like I told you in the previous video as well, but still look at once again. Then look at heading tag. Look at the BR tag. Okay, try to replicate this thing which I did without looking this code thing. Okay, and what else? Yeah, and go and look for opening tag and closing tags. What are they? Okay, cool. So I guess that was it for this video, and in the next video we'll talk about the anatomy of the tags. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was it for this video, and thank you for watching it, and see you later.